Okay. Gotta go left field. Real quick. It's your boy Jude Black, Shalom L'Chaim, purified drinking water. They got it up there. Gotta go left field. I know I did the 9 left fields and I just got done doing the right fields and whatever, but I gotta go these quick little, I'm gonna do let's do three left fields real quick and we'll continue doing what I was doing. They got us up there, I got us right here. And we'll go for the next videos on the left fields is where we're gonna go. We're gonna go into Thoth real quick. We're gonna do some Thoth real quick, then we'll go from there. Cue that music.
Sickness, robbing Peter to pay Paul. Cash that paycheck and spend it all.
Amidst the remnants, Enki beckoned his beloved son, Ningisdida, who is also known as Thoth of Egyptian mythology, god of wisdom and writing. The darkness that his half-sister brought shall never happen again. The secrets and teachings of Atlantis must become sacred and only taught to chosen men of light. It was the job of Thoth to safekeep the records of Atlantis, knowledge and wisdom of the universe, and to restart a new civilization on Earth. With his cosmic crew of Atlanteans, he embarked on a voyage upward into Earth atmosphere and descended to an ancient desert land called Kem, which is known today as modern-day Egypt. There him and his Atlantean crew of multiple different races and planets would teach man and re-kick a high civilization all over the world. It was on the land of Kem, Thoth used highly advanced technology and knowledge of the stars to create and build the Great Pyramid of Giza. Using it as a power source and generator for ancient Kem, this was the plan his father, the Master of Wisdom, told him, that the sons of men of Egypt will inherit this land they create. In this passage and chapter of the Emerald Tablets written by Thoth himself, Thoth gives a descriptive event of his arrival from his spaceship onto the ancient land of Kem. Page 17 reads, "Fast we fled toward the sun of the morning, until beneath us lay the land of the children of Kem. Raging they came with cudgels and spears lifted in anger, seeking to slay and utterly destroy the sons of Atlantis. Then raised I my staff, and directed a ray of vibration, striking them still in their tracks as the fragments of stone of the mountain. Then spoke I to them in words calm and peaceful, telling them of the might of Atlantis, saying we were children of the sun and its messengers. Cowed I them by my display of magic science, until at my feet they groveled, until I released them." In this passage, Thoth encounters the angry barbarians and halt them with his staff of technology, freezing them. Like his father Enki, he was not a killer or a masquerader pretending to be God, but only told them the truth on how him and his crew were messengers of light. Thoth became ruler and king of Kem and reigned for 1600 years ago according to the Emerald Tablets. Thoth also claimed to have transferred his consciousness into avatars in the halls of Amenti, which are the rejuvenation chambers they are finding deep in the Great Pyramid of Giza today. While his original body was rejuvenating for 100 years, he would walk around as a man, but unlike men, forever incarnating into different avatars influencing men, teaching of the light within them. Thoth has had many incarnations, and one of them he is known as Hermes and the teacher of the Hermetic principles. Page 18 of the Emerald Tablets reads, "Long dwelt we in the land of Kem, long and yet long again, until obeying the commands of the Master, who while sleeping yet lives eternally, I sent from me the sons of Atlantis, sent them in many directions, that from the womb of time wisdom might rise again in her children. Long time dwelt I in the land of Kem, doing great works by the wisdom within me. Upward grew into the light of knowledge the children of Kem, watered by the rains of my wisdom. Blasted I then a path to Amenti, so that I might retain my powers, living from age to age a son of Atlantis, keeping the wisdom, preserving the records. Great grew the sons of Kem, conquering the people around them, growing slowly upwards in soul force. Through these descriptions that are written and ascribed by Thoth himself, he brings his plans of him and father into fruition, bringing the sacred knowledge of Atlantis to the men of Kem, which is ancient Egypt. While building the pyramids, He appointed his most trusted priests to safeguard his records and writings for a time in the future, to be taught in what would be known as the ancient Egyptian mystery schools. In this school, you had to be chosen and initiated by the high priests of Thoth themselves throughout generations. Only those of light being and high vibrations could become an initiate to this school. Egyptian Mystery School would teach all esoteric knowledge from sacred spirituality, wisdom of the universe, and a magical science that was taught to the priests by Thoth himself. Interestingly, the Egyptian mystery schools would initiate King Solomon and Jesus Christ of Nazareth, also known as Yeshua. Another passage from the Emerald Tablets of Thoth that undeniably proves Atlantis as a once existing city is page 16, which reads, "Chosen was I from the sons of men, taught by the dweller, so that his purposes might be fulfilled, purposes yet unborn in the womb of time. Long ages I dwelt in the temple, learning ever and yet ever more wisdom, until I too approached the light emitted from the great fire. Taught me he the path to Amenti, the underworld where the great king sits upon his throne of might. Deep I bowed in homage before the lords of life and the lords of death, receiving as my gift the key of life. Free was I of the halls of Amenti, bound not by death to the circle of life. Far to the stars I journeyed until space and time became as naught. Then, having drunk deep of the cup of wisdom, I looked into the hearts of men, and there found I greater mysteries and was glad. For only in the search for truth could my soul be stilled, and the flame within be quenched. Down through the ages I lived, seeing those around me taste of the cup of death, and return again in the light of life. Gradually from the kingdoms of Atlantis, past waves of consciousness that had been one with me, only to be replaced by spawn of a lower star. The echoes of Atlantis still resonate in his words through the ages, carried by the winds of Egyptian priests and the whispers of Sumerian myth. Emerald tablets are written Anunnaki testimony to a technological era far beyond its time, an era woven into our ancient ancestry by the Atlanteans, architects of humanity's dawn. Embrace this saga, woven from the threads of sacrifice and courage, darkness and light, despair and hope of a new beginning. A reminder that in the heart of the universe's mysteries, humanity stands poised for a resurgence, guided not by aliens who masqueraded as gods, but by the boundless potential that resides within each one of us. Thoth, the Atlantean priest king, is describing seeking all wisdom of the universe to the point he channeled the elders of cycles in front of him. These elders of cycles are under the creator and are protectors of the realms, and also control mankind reincarnation cycles and life reviews once deceased.